Hello my beauties and welcome back. Today I'll be showing you how to set up and plan your budget so you can get started today and follow along as I fill in my new budget planner. Thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing and supporting me along this journey. It really means the world to me. I'm Pixie Budgets and I want to create a life worth living by budgeting and cash stuffing. So if this interests you, please do subscribe and feel free to drop a comment below if you have any questions. So before I jump into this video, if you already know how to do your budgets, please feel free to skip ahead. So if you're going to follow along with this video, you're going to want to get yourselves pen, paper, a month's worth of bank statements and any spending you've done on your card, and any receipts for anything you've paid for in cash sort of in the last month that was sort of the most average month for you. What is a budget? A budget is a rough estimate of your income and your expenses, what's coming in and what's going out and what you have left over. So you can use that as a guide to plan out your budget each month. But if it's in the red, then getting it on pen and paper is a good way of evaluating if you can adjust anything. Write down roughly what you'll get in your average month. So even if you get paid weekly, just add that up, the amount of weeks in the month. I normally just do 4. And also if you have more than one income, my 2 incomes are, so I get rent, supposed to be $470, but my brother quite often forgets his extra 35. I'm just going to leave it at 435. And then I also get income from the shop. So per week I'll take £25. So for an average 4-week month, £100. Add those together, which is £535. So your expenses, you're going to want to make, first of all, an essential bills direct debit list. And by direct debits, I mean anything that comes out regularly out the bank each month. For example, car insurance, rent, mortgage. And even if they don't just come out the bank, if you have like a gas card or a key meter for your electric and you pay cash and top up, include that in there as well. So it's just basically working out an absolute bare bones what keeps that roof over your head. Like impulse purchases, such as things you really didn't need. At takeaway food, snacks, you could possibly look at changing to reduce your budget and move money elsewhere. Maybe an emergency came up, such the washing machine broke or the cooker broke. So your first list will be your essential bills. So your budgets should start to look a little bit like this now. You'll have your income, your estimated amounts for the month, £535. So my essential bills, mine will look completely different to yours. I don't pay for the main house expenses. Yours would probably look something like credit card, mortgage or rent. And I've got my subscriptions there like Amazon Prime, internet. So some of these are exact amounts and will be the same exact amounts each month, but some will vary. Your electric or your gas, it might be a little bit different week to week. So, and I find it's good just to add dates on when your money comes in and when your main bills are going out, and subscriptions as well if you don't want to get rid of any. You don't have to, but if you are in the red, I would look at changing up something. So then you just got to add all of your expenses together. So I'll do that now quickly. £394. I forgot to add on my overdraft charges. An estimate monthly amount is about £32. I add on 32, actually £426. Out of your income, and you want to minus your essential bills, 426. So that will leave a remainder of £109. And I don't do food shopping either. So food shopping and like say fuel, those kind of daily expenses that are essential for the households you need to eat, you can either choose to add that in your essential bills, this one here, or you can budget separate if you want to try and cut back. So that £109, there's 4 weeks in a month, divide that by 4, that will leave £27.25. So if you want to get into the cash stuffing like I do here on this channel, I would have £27.29 to stuff each week. Or if you want to stuff monthly or bi-weekly, you divide that by 2 rather than 4. Now you just want to jot down any impulse buys or purchases, expenses, any food shopping you did, because obviously we're looking at your last average month. You'll be able to see yourself what you can change, just so you know roughly what your money is doing. So once you've done that list, add those up, the totals, deduct that amount from this one here. So obviously you had your income, your bills have come out, and you're left with £109. So any of those you need to minus out of what's left there. So you could be in the red or you could be in the black. But I will reference what we've done here as I go through, so you know how we're actually using this information, because this might even be the first time you've written this down actually on paper. You might check your statements, but it might not mean much to you until you actually write it down down and you can start playing around with the numbers. So I really hope that part made sense. So I'm just going to get my pink binder, and this has my little budgeting planner. I've got a 2022 calendar, 2023 calendar, little daily planner, and a monthly calendar. So this here is for August 22. Monday will be the 1st. Bill tracker. These are really handy. Well, I find them really handy anyway. So you're going to write your essential bills down with the dates in your bill tracker. This here is my monthly budget. I've just filled in my average monthly income. And I know from looking at the calendar, there's 5 Mondays in August. So I know I'm going to pay myself weekly on a Monday, £25 every week. And there's 5 Mondays this month, so that will be £125 that I should get in my budgeted amount. And obviously under here I should have added other. So where I say other is there was a little event on and I picked a couple of people up from there. So I will put £20. So that's what I did get just for doing it in the actual amount when I did a comparison at the end of the month. 560 plus 20, that'll actually be 580 budgeted. I'm just going to pop those in. So I've put in our essential bills, high priority bills in this section, and the total. Variable expense is where we get into our cash stuffing. So by cash stuffing, I've got these envelopes here labelled with different things. So in this binder I have shopping, fun, health, tech, clothes and car bills. So we have our income at 580 minus 426, that will leave £154. So that £154 you can use to stuff your cash into each of your categorised envelopes. If you watch this channel regularly, you know I've got another binder which has what we call in this world like sinking funds. So where we'll save, say we know our car tax is coming out and we want to pay it annually every year. So we'll put by X amount each month to cover the cost of that, to pay it in one lump sum. So like short-term savings in a way. So I'm just going to jot down my ones that go with my envelopes and how I do my budget. So I'm just going to quickly run through these. These are my envelopes that I stuff each week. So debt, I'm going to aim for £50 this month. Shopping 20, future £15, bets £5, holiday 10, birthday £5, Christmas £10, health £5, clothes £5. So that's £125. So this is the minimum I want to put into the envelope. So if I do get any extra income, such like giving somebody a lift, I can put more into these. So down in my little notes here, I'm just going to write 125. So we do income, which is 580 minus 426 for our bills, which leaves 154. Then we want to do 154, so that's what we'll have left. We want to minus 125. So that will leave us with £29. So that 29, because that will be my cash money, 125 that I get anyway in cash. That 29 will be left in the bank. So what I'll probably do is when it comes to paying my credit card, I'll probably add that 29 onto that 230, just because that's the debt that I'm working on paying off. So this is what I mean by our envelopes and our sinking funds. So like debt, I've got a credit card and the overdraft. So I want to start hitting chunks off of the credit card. So I'm saving up in cash in an envelope. £50 a month, that's my aim with this budget. Future, that's my long-term savings, so 15 is the minimum I want to get in there. Vets, I have cats, so if something happens, vets are normally expensive. I'm just putting a little bit away each month or week. So if something comes up, there's going to be money there built up, ready, if it needs to be used. Quite often what happens is, you know, we think we're doing okay and then something like unexpected comes up and it sets us right back. We're trying to find money or we get into debt because we don't have our backup funds. But I'll have that money to fall back on if it's ever needed. This is kind of like what we do the cash stuffing for. Christmas, it's good to save up throughout the year. So you've got money there ready for Christmas. Those are all my envelopes. So I also have here a weekly budget, which is basically equivalent to that, because that's my monthly amount. So I'm going to break those down into a weekly amount for the first week of August. So this will run from the start to the end of each of my weeks. And I go from, well, it will be Monday this August, that'll be the 1st. in my income, I haven't bothered with the money that goes into my account, the rent money. The shop money is generally cash, and any other, I'll get that out in cash as well. So I'm hoping to have 45 to budget this week. I should have done this originally, but I have 2 binders. One binder has those envelopes, another binder has those ones. I'm hoping to do 20 on debt, 5 on future, 5 on birthday, 5 on Christmas this week, and 5 on food and 5 on clothes. But obviously that will all depend if I get more or less than that this week, and I'll continue to do that each week. An expense tracker, so if I spent something tomorrow food shopping, I would write that in there. Debt tracker, I have roughly £5,400 of debt. I'm not 100% sure on the interest rate because that's my credit card and overdraft combined. I'm hoping to pay it off by the end of July next year. So my debt envelope, that has credit card money in it. When I take that out and pay it on the credit card, I'll write that down in here. And I really hoped that little bit at the beginning, just helping you get your budget down on paper and getting you started on this journey. So once you have your budget in place, you can then get yourself a binder. You don't have to have a binder, you can get some envelopes. You can just have little separate piles of money in little bags or something. So then you can start separating these into your envelopes each week or each month, depending on when you get paid and how you want to do it. And you can get really creative. So I just really hope that video helped you out a little bit if you are new here to the budgeting and cash stuffing world. So thank you if you have stuck around, and also please feel free to comment if you have any questions about anything that I've gone over in this video today, and I'll try my best to clear anything up or answer any questions. So thank you for watching. Bye.